Do you want to improve your English listening and speaking skills? Have you ever found it tough to catch what native speakers say in everyday moments? Or perhaps you'd love to share your thoughts more smoothly and confidently in chats. In today's episode, we're here to guide you toward exactly that. Welcome to the English Pod community. If you're joining us for the first time, we drop fresh episodes daily to help you sharpen your English in a natural way. Today, you'll dive into real-life tales packed with handy vocabulary and phrases. Listening to these stories will tune your ear to English as it's spoken in the wild, and by practicing the phrases aloud, you'll level up your speaking too. Let's kick things off with a simple question. Have you ever had a mix-up while speaking English? Picture yourself ordering at a restaurant, but the waiter just blinks at you, puzzled. Or maybe you're chatting with a colleague and miss a key detail because the words slipped by. Frustrating, right? Let me share a story. A few years back, my buddy Daniel took his first trip to New York. He was buzzing with excitement but jittery about using English. On day one, he strolled into a cozy cafe for breakfast, aiming to order a croissant and coffee. With a big smile, he said, "Can I have a croissant and a coffee, please?" But the cashier squinted, confused, and replied, "Sorry, what was that?" Daniel tried again, slower this time, but still got blank stares. He felt his nerves kick in. Then, another customer chimed in. "He means a croissant!" Instantly, the cashier got it. That moment hit Daniel hard. Pronunciation can make or break understanding. He realized textbook English is one thing, but hearing it in action, that's a whole different game. This is why listening matters so much. The more you soak in real English, the more it clicks. Common phrases start to feel like old friends, and you'll wield them with ease. Now, let's shift to another slice of life. My cousin Emma moved to Canada for a job. She was solid with English, but when she landed, conversations threw her off. People talked fast, tossed in slang, and cut each other off mid-sentence. One day, in a big meeting, her boss said, "Can you touch base with Mike about the new project?" Emma froze. Touch base? Was she supposed to grab something? Later, she learned it just meant check in briefly. That little phrase flipped a switch for her. She started tuning into idioms and expressions, picking them up like treasures from daily chatter. Here's a tip. When you catch a new phrase, don't just note its meaning. Listen to how it's used in real talks. Say it out loud. Weave it into your own sentences. The more you play with it, the more it sticks. Now think about your own journey. Ever had a time when English tripped you up? Maybe you misheard a word or didn't know a quirky expression. What happened? How did you roll with it? Imagine you're at a hotel and the receptionist asks, "Would you like a wake-up call?" If that's new to you, you might wonder if they're asking about life advice. Nope, it's just a morning phone nudge from the hotel. These tiny moments pop up constantly, and that's why tuning into real conversations is your golden ticket to better English. Let's try a quick exercise. I'll toss out a short sentence, and you repeat it after me. Ready? "I'd like to order a coffee, please." Your turn. Go for it. Nice job. Here's another. "Could you repeat that, please?" These polite, everyday lines are perfect for any situation. The more you hear and say them, the more they'll boost your confidence. Let's keep the stories rolling. A while back, my friend David moved to London for his dream job at a global company. He'd studied English for years, mostly grammar and textbooks, and thought he was set. But when he got there, real conversations hit him like a curveball. On his first day, his manager Sarah introduced him to the team. Everyone was warm, but their speedy chatter and unfamiliar phrases left him reeling. At lunch, a coworker, Jake, said, "Hey, David, let's grab a bite." David paused. "Grab what?" He smiled, mumbled, okay, and tagged along to a nearby cafe. There, it clicked. Grab a bite just meant getting food. Such a simple phrase, but it stumped him because he'd never heard it live. That day, David saw the gap. Knowing English on paper wasn't enough. He needed to hear how people actually talk. So, he made a plan. Every day, he popped in earbuds and listened to English podcasts on his commute. At lunch, he ditched solo time to join his coworkers' chats. It was rough at first. He missed chunks and felt shy, but he kept at it asking, "Sorry, what's that mean?" Or, "Can you say it again?" His team was cool about it, and bit by bit, he cracked the code. One meeting, his manager said, "Let's wrap things up." This time, David didn't blink. He knew it meant, "Let's finish." He grinned, proud of how far he'd come. That's a big takeaway for anyone learning English. Words might not be hard, but how they're slung together in real life can throw you. Listening practice bridges that gap. The more you hear natural English, the cozier you'll feel speaking it. Let's pause here and pick up more real-life gems in the next part. Stick around for tales from airports, cafes, and beyond. Ready for more real-life English adventures? Let's dive back in with another everyday scenario that'll sharpen your listening and speaking chops. Imagine you're touching down in an English-speaking country for the first time. You're at the airport, navigating immigration, and the officer asks, "What's the purpose of your visit?" If that phrase feels unfamiliar, your heart might race. Purpose? Are they digging into your life goals? Nope. It's just, "Why are you here?" If you've practiced travel lingo, you'd breeze through with, "I'm here for tourism," or "I'm visiting family." Simple, right? A few months ago, my cousin Sophia flew to Australia. She was pretty sure of her English skills, but the airport rattled her. The immigration officer asked, "Do you have anything to declare?" She blanked. Declare? It sounded like a courtroom drama. Was she smuggling something? She took a breath and said, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" The officer, unfazed, asked, "Are you bringing in food, alcohol, or lots of cash?" Oh, declare just meant report. She smiled, said, "No, nothing to declare," and sailed through. Later, she chuckled about it. Her English wasn't the issue. She just hadn't heard that phrase in action before. That's the magic of listening to real exchanges. They prep you for the unexpected. Let's practice some travel lines. Repeat after me. Where are you traveling from? Your turn. Give it a go. Great. Now try. Do you have a return ticket? Say it aloud. The more you roll these out, the smoother they'll feel in real moments. Now, let's shift gears to another hot spot for English skills. Ordering food at a restaurant. Picture a bustling cafe in London. You step up and the barista chirps, "What can I get you?" If you're ready, you'd say, "I'd like a cappuccino, please." But then they hit you with, "For here or to go?" If that's new, you might stall. My pal Mark faced this on his first U.S. trip. He ordered a latte and the cashier asked, "For here or to go?" He froze. Never heard it before. Guessing to go meant takeaway, he picked that and got lucky. Still, he felt shaky, unsure if he'd nailed it. After that, Mark started eavesdropping on how folks ordered. He noticed Americans often say, "Can I get a," instead of "I'd like," and cashiers drop, "That'll be," for the price, like, "That'll be $5.50. If you miss that, you might stand there, clueless about the total. But once it clicks, it's second nature. Real-life listening turns those "huh" moments into "got it" ones. Let's practice cafe lines. Repeat, "What can I get for you?" Now you say it. Awesome. Next, "That'll be $5.50. Try it loud. Your brain's getting comfy with English sounds. Speaking's getting easier, right? Now, let's explore small talk. Those casual chats you have waiting for a bus or meeting someone new. It's tricky at first, but it's gold for fluency. A few months back, my friend Maria moved from Spain to an English-speaking city for work. She'd studied English forever but dreaded chatting with strangers, especially small talk. She figured grammar and vocab trumped chit-chat. Boy, was she wrong. It's everywhere. Her first week, a colleague, John, invited her to lunch with the team. She wasn't sure what to say to folks she barely knew, worried she'd goof up. At the table, John asked, "So, how was your weekend?" Maria paused. In Spain, weekend recaps are normal, but should she spill something personal or play it safe? She went with, "It was good. I went to the park with my family." Safe bet, right? John grinned. "That sounds nice. What did you do there?" It hit her. This wasn't a quiz. It was just connection. Over days, she eased into it, asking stuff like, "Do you like the weather here?" Or, "What do you do for fun?" It got smoother fast. Maria learned small talk isn't about dazzling. It's about bonding. The more you do it, the more natural it feels. Plus, you snag useful phrases. John didn't ask, "What did you do over the weekend?" He said, "How was your weekend?" That's a go-to way to kick things off. Hearing it live makes it stick, and soon you're tossing it out too. Here's a trick. In small talk, short answers work fine, then flip it back. If someone says, "The weekend was great, but I wish it was longer," they're sharing but leaving room for you. Maria started using that flow and picked up gems like, "What about you?" After, "It was good, thanks," she'd add, "What about you?" It's natural, keeps things rolling, and builds confidence in social vibes. You can't get that from books. It's all about diving in, listening close, and practicing your replies. Let's hit a natural pause here. Next up, we'll tackle accents, workplace chats, and more. Stay tuned for the ride. Let's jump back into our English journey with a fresh angle, understanding accents. When you're learning English, accents can throw you. British, American, Australian, or even regional twists in one country. Mastering them is a big step to owning the language. Think about your own path. Ever felt lost in a chat because someone spoke fast or dropped slang you didn't catch? It's universal, and it's part of the grind. The trick? Don't quit. Keep practicing. Keep engaging. Every convo you hear makes you sharper. A couple years ago, I got lost wandering New York's streets. I stopped a friendly guy and asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the subway?" He shot back, "Yeah, go straight ahead. Take a left at the lights. You'll see it on your right." Easy enough, but his pace was lightning. I had to focus hard to catch it. Native speakers don't slow down for you, and they sprinkle in shorthand like, "Take a left at the lights," for "turn left at the traffic lights." It's quick, casual, and not textbook. That moment showed me. It's not just words, it's how they're delivered. To nail directions, learn staples like "go straight," "turn left," "it's around the corner," or "a few blocks away." Hear them in podcasts or movies, and they'll sink in. Now, let's tackle handling problems in English. Think stores, hotels, or customer service. It's real-world stuff where clear speaking shines. A few months back, I was on a business trip, checked into a hotel, and the Wi-Fi tanked. I called the front desk. "Excuse me, the Wi-Fi's not working in my room. Can you help?" The receptionist said, "Sorry to hear that. Let me check what I can do." Minutes later, she called back. "The Wi-Fi's down building wide, but we're fixing it soon." Her polite vibe calmed me down. I picked up two things. Stay chill and clear when explaining, like, "I'm having trouble with," or "there's a problem with." And listen sharp to replies. They might say, "Let me check," or "I'll sort it out." Knowing these smooths the ride. Picture a busy London cafe. You order, "I'd like a latte, please," and the barista says, "That'll be £3.50. Any pastry with that?" It's fast, friendly, informal, different from textbook stiffness. Ever been thrown by that casual tone? I was once in Shoreditch. Expected prim politeness, got warm informality instead. It's a lesson. English bends to the vibe. Practice by picturing that cafe. Hear, "What can I get you?" and reply with your order. Say it till it's muscle memory. Let's revisit directions. Years back in Manhattan, I needed the Metropolitan Museum. I asked a local, "Excuse me, how do I get there?" They said, "Go straight 2 blocks, left at the big intersection. It's on your right." Clear, brisk, I had to tune in tight. Ever had someone speed talk directions at you? Repeat them aloud. Straight 2 blocks, left at intersection on the right, till you'd nail it in the moment. Small talk's next. At a London community event, I met Alex. He kicked off, "Lovely weather today, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, it's gorgeous. Sunshine lifts everything." That sparked a chat about parks and weekend plans. What do you chat about with new folks? Try, "How are you today?" or "What have you been up to?" It flows easier with practice. Now, professional settings. In a virtual meeting, your boss might say, "Let's circle back later." Confusing at first. Circle what? It's just revisit later. Jot down odd phrases, ask if needed. Ever stumbled on work jargon? Repeat "circle back" till it's yours. Phone calls lean on ears alone. I once called about spotty internet. The rep, John, asked, "Can you describe the problem?" I said, "My connection keeps dropping. It's maddening." He replied, "I get it. Let me run a test." His calm tone eased me. Practice. Could you repeat that? Or, "I didn't catch that." It's clutch for calls. Travel hiccups? At an airport, an intercom blares. "Due to inclement weather, your flight's delayed 30 minutes. If inclement trips you, you might tense up. A staffer later explains, "Bad weather's the holdup." Practice "flight delayed" or "inclement weather" till they're comfy. Hobbies next. At an event, someone asked, "What do you do for fun?" I said, "I love reading, hiking, trying recipes." What's your hobby? Describe it. Builds vocab and confidence. Let's drill. Repeat. "How are you today?" "What have you been up to?" "The weather's nice, isn't it?" I'd love to hear more. Slow and steady, they'll flow soon. Work meetings now. A team leader said, "Finalize the timeline by Friday." Jessica asked, "Can everyone confirm Thursday availability?" I replied, "I'm free. I'll send a calendar invite." Clear, crisp. Practice it for work wins. We'll pause here. Next, we'll hit markets, debates, and more real-life goodies. Let's dive back into our English adventure with more practical scenarios to boost your skills. Imagine a local market in Australia. A vendor yells, "This is a ripper deal." You might wonder, "Ripper?" Later, you learn it's slang for awesome. Real chats teach you Jim's textbook skip. Ever caught slang that stumped you? Jot it down. Try it out. It'll spice up your speech. Now, picture a family dinner. Someone asks, "What was the best part of your day?" You say, "I had a great chat with a new friend at the cafe." Casual, warm, what words paint your day? Wonderful, fun, chill. Practice them for cozy vibes. Digital talk's big, too. Emailing work? "Dear Mr. Smith, I hope you're well." Ends with, "Sincerely, Natasha." Texting a pal? "Hey, still on for dinner?" Style shifts. Ever struggled with that? Practice both. It's balance. At an art exhibit, a curator says, "This painting shows the artist's turmoil amid change." You ask, "What sparked this style?" They reply, "Bold colors and strokes clash tradition with modernity." Artistic words flow. How'd you describe art? Practice vivid phrases for depth. Academic chats next. A prof says, "We'll explore global warming's urban impact." You ask, "Can you elaborate on city strategies?" Summarize it your way. It sticks better. Spontaneous talks. At a park, you overhear, The renovations transformed this spot. You join. Totally. The new playground's a hit, right? Unscripted's fun. When'd you last jump in? Online forums, too. A post reads, the new cafe's lit. Casual, slangy, browse, note phrases, join in. Misunderstandings happen. A friend and I clashed on news. Instead of heat, we said, I see your view. Here's mine. Can we clarify? Respectful. Ever smoothed a spat? Practice. I see your point for calm. Storytelling's a blast. One day, I got lost in a city. It taught me patience. Details, sounds, sights, feelings make it pop. Narrate a moment. It builds flow. Drill time. I appreciate your help. Could you repeat that? I didn't catch that. That's interesting. I'd love to join. Repeat till they glide. At a concert, the announcer booms, get ready for an epic night. Match that energy. The stage is electric. For lively chats. In a bookstore, you ask, got a good mystery? The clerk says, this bestseller's got a gripping plot. How'd you pitch your fave book? Practice it. Public services next. At a passport office, good morning, how can I assist? You say, I need to renew my passport. Clear, polite, role play it. Healthcare? A doc asks, how have you been feeling? You reply, headaches and fatigue. They ask, describe the headaches. Practice, I feel off, or it's sharp sometimes. It's real prep. Video calls blend voice and visuals. Can you see my screen? Any questions? Join webinars, digital's natural with practice. News chats? Communities tackle flooding. Summarize. Locals unite against floods. It's vocab and recap gold. Debates? Social media revolutionized us, but privacy's tricky. You say, true, how's it hit face-to-face talks? Engage, ever debated? Practice agreement or polite pushback. Shopping's daily. Can you help me find electronics? Second floor, near appliances. Brief, clear, tweak it. Can you show me? Practice pays. Weather shifts? Looks like a downpour. Let's shelter. You add, I'll grab my umbrella. Quick thinking. Recall a curveball you faced. Role play it. Food debates? Italian's tops, rich and varied. You say, love that, but Thai's spicy kick wins me over. Adjectives, rich, spicy, fond, color it. What's your food vibe? Nonverbal cues? A friend's excited tone on a call, laughter, pauses, shapes it. Smile as you speak, it lifts your voice. We've woven a tapestry of chats, cafes to debates. Each builds fluency. Picture your future self, nailing any convo from casual to boardroom. Practice, immersion. It's coming. Let's pause. Next, we'll amp it up with workshops, brainstorming, and beyond. Let's wrap our English journey with a bang, diving into richer, trickier chats to push your skills further. Picture a dinner party at a friend's. The host beams, thrilled you're here, let's toast to friendship and fresh starts. Talk buzzes, stories, debates, memories. Someone says, this meal's a sensory feast. Another corner swaps travel tales. Casual greetings morph into vivid yarns. How'd you recap it? Practice sentences with feeling, facts plus heart. At a workshop, the leader says, we're here for creative solutions. Someone pitches, an app linking locals to events. Feedback flows. Can you tweak it? Clarity and flow. Role play your idea. Negotiating's key. At a market, a vendor says, this is $20. You counter, how about $15? They meet you, $18. Polite push. Try, would you take? Or, any discount. It's vocab and prep. Brainstorming at work? What if we hit influencers for marketing? You add, cool, how do we roll it out? Listen, question, summarize. It's dynamic. Impromptu talks? At a networking gig, tell me about your work. You say, I'm in digital marketing connecting brands online. Quick, clear. Practice intros till they sing. Audio's gold. Shadow a crisp audiobook. Mimic its rhythm. Apps, too. Record, compare, refine. Reflect daily. Journal phrases, idioms, chat wins, slip-ups. Role play, job chats, neighbor talks, switch roles. Abstract stuff? What's success to you? Deep answers grow vocab. Mix inputs, podcasts, interviews, poetry. At a workshop, today's creative dive inspires you. That sparked new ideas. Real-time shifts. Seek them. Online chats, forums on travel or tech, casual phrases shine. Every convo's a lesson, every slip a step. Nervous? Normal. Start small. Hi, I'm name. Nice to meet you. How are you today? Simple, clear, builds confidence. Express clear. I went to the park. Beats fancy flops. Alone? Read aloud. Recap your day. I worked, met a friend, busy but good. Topics you love. Sports, movies, flow easier. I'm a soccer nut. Team, rocks. Mistakes. I once said, coffee with a spoon. Laughed. Learned. Listening's huge. Movies, podcasts, no subtitles. Native speed. Contractions like whatcha clicks with time. Mimic chats. That's interesting. Mirror or record. Formality shifts. Please send the report. Versus, hey, send that today. Work emails? Can you clarify? Casual? What'd you mean? Practice rules. Grocery lines. Rain coming? Small talk flows. Alone. Narrate. I cooked, watched a show. Progress, not perfection. Mistakes teach. Immersion's it. Real chats beat books. A travel snag? Gestures and is this spicy? Worked. Convos flow. Busy day? What did you do? Tone, pauses, feelings shine. Sitcoms like Friends. Could you be more dramatic? Casual gold. Speed's tough. Listen lots. Catch the vibe. Passion fuels. I love cooking. Spicy's my jam. Every chat's a win. Every try a stride. It's a trek. Ups, downs, but you're soaring. Keep at it. You're nailing English one real moment at a time. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new lessons. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and practice using today's phrases. See you in the next video.